All right. One of our characters just spotted the episode title. Always fun. So, session 32 for our Warriors of Eastmount, Salt in the Wound. Last we left off, the quakes that had been shaking the city continued. The Shiro rising from death in a root cellar that the party did not find, where there were several bodies laid in storage, to, waiting to be picked over more and more over time. Found her way back to the party. Party realizing they've been, Charlie in specific, has been sitting on a teleportation scroll for some time, and never bothering to hand it to any of the people that can identify magic items. And realizing with the quakes increasing in frequency that they needed to get back to Seton, a good 3-month journey instantly. Preparations were made, a few friends were gathered, and teleportation scroll was activated. The group, the attendant for the house, and her friend Finn, a plucky pallid elf cleric or some kind of healer, disappear, shunt into a rock face, injuring everyone slightly before then popping off a good clean 15 miles off the coast of Seton in the ocean, being battered by the midday waves. Charlie, with some quick thinking, able to activate an immovable rod for people to grab onto, and Sonari yelling out over the waves that she can cast water breathing, which might help.
That would help.
That would probably help.
That would
How long
probably
does
help.
water breathing last?
Like 8
So-
hours or something.
Jonah,
24.
when I was ripping through the room, like, ripping pieces of paper, and I found the one that I couldn't rip and just shoved it in my bag, teleportation scroll. The thing that we needed for, like, the last, 2 sessions, it was just in my bag,
Nice.
When you're a
chilling.
crime
Nice.
boss, you keep one get out of anything card in your stuff, and say a whole militia comes down on you, you're like, well, I gotta get out of here.
Fair
Give
enough.
yourself
And
one
then you
last
end
chance to get
up-
out of there.
50 miles off the coast.
There you
It's
go.
just the gif of the guy literally piecing out.
Right.
Wait, so you're playing Shiro still?
Shiro
Yes.
Yeah.
is the other.
Oh, okay.
Shiro has returned,
Oh,
although
okay.
Shiro is currently undead and has a
Ooh.
double migraine at the moment, reduced from a triple migraine.
Interesting.
Oh
Interesting.
God.
Not gonna get a happy ending though, unless we pull another scroll of true resurrection out of somewhere.
Yeah. But we are
said that
here,
would work?
and cheer is functioning.
So,
It was a theory that maybe that'll work.
Waves are battering all of you. Your attendant was brought back from the brink of death, thanks to a healing word from Finn. All of you are treading water, with a fixed point lever that can be grabbed. I'll remind you that it's about this big, and there's 6 people out here.
Grab onto each other.
Can I take priority since I'm the only heavily armored one?
Last time I was in the ocean, it didn't go too well for me. I was attacked by a very large ocean animal.
You were attacked by
Oh.
Were you attacked by a shark?
Yes, a giant one to be specific.
Okay.
I got bit by a clam. That wasn't fun either. Just saying.
Imagining this was also water gulping down our throats.
Making some the
I was
Finn
expecting-
Finn desperately doggy paddling up for air, being like, sometimes the clam bites back.
I look at Sonari as like, are you not going to cast it?
I will be casting as we speak, but it'll probably take take me 10 minutes.
Oh, it takes 10 minutes to cast. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
One
got
action plus the
the
10.
immovable rod for people
Yeah.
to grab onto.
Yeah.
Finn
So I'll take the
grabs
time to cast.
grabs a hold of the rod and wraps a rope on it,
Nice.
cinches it off.
Can someone strong hold my dog, please?
I'll hold the dog.
Thank you.
I will roll for goodest boy.
I have literally nothing to help us in this situation.
Yeah.
situation.
I was trying to look through things. And I
I'm
was
a
I'm
this
like
is fine.
looking through my spells, like literally nothing.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still missing one of my runes. I just realized I only have 2 runes right now. I haven't had time to inscribe a 3rd one.
gotcha.
While she's doing that, I'll turn to Ravi. I got you a gift.
While we're like struggling to stay afloat currently.
I'll with my free
Is this
hands
the right time
pull
to be
a-
doing that?
Yes, it is. I'm bored. I'll pull a wand from my bag and hand it to you.
Can I tell what sort of wand it is, Jeff?
I don't know. What kind of wand is it?
It's the wand that I got last session that I don't
Oh.
want to say. I wanted it to be a surprise.
You are handed a wand, which I don't even know the description of.
Oh, I'll message you.
I'm gonna determine a tail, just in case it might help.
Nice. Sonari, I need you to make a concentration check,
Yeah.
which is essentially a constitution saving throw.
Oh, let's go.
I'll be right back.
Okay. A Constitution saving throw. Where's my stats? Oh, not open is what they are. Okay.
Ravi, you are handed a wand as you kind of hold on to this rope with waves slashing all of you around. Again, full gear packs and everything.
Yeah.
Salt water everywhere. And it is a wand. It
Are
has
you
a
sure
little...
this is the right time?
Yeah. There is a little golden musical note on it in one spot. That is all that. Otherwise, it is a clean, smooth black shaft with just this gold etched in music note.
I know what it is.
Can I tell what
Sure.
sort of wand it is?
You could make
It's
an
a
Arcana
surprise.
check? Sure.
It's a wand of
Guess I'm gonna have
surprises.
to use it.
It's only an 11.
You are unsure. It seems unique. You can't think of a spell in particular that this would, repeat cast or anything.
Okay, cool. Thank you. What,
Yeah, you get me cool stuff sometimes, so I thought you might like this. And you don't have to attune to it, so like...
It's helpful.
what is it? What is it? What does it
see.
do?
Oh,
You all-
you'll see.
You all look back at the attendant and Finn lose their grip on the rope and start being shunted away.
Grab.
Sonari,
Can I
what's that?
grab one of
What
them?
was that
My
concentration check?
concentration was a 22.
22.
16 plus 6.
Nice.
I'd like to give Sonari inspiration as well.
louder than I expected.
Ah,
So
okay.
Can I try and grab one of them?
they are off the rope. So, yeah, make an athletics check.
Okay, because I'm great at those.
I am in the middle of a spell. I'm assuming I can't.
Can I help?
Would you like to swim after them?
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dirty.
Shiro, what are you doing?
You can't go out and swim for them.
Yeah, I can.
You will drown.
I will drown. I've died.
Unless you can't drown anymore.
That's a good question.
And
Not
Ghost
willing
offer the help action in that, like,
Not
I don't
willing-
know, we're swimming, like, just like a guiding force of, like, they're over here.
They're that way.
Bert, you're
Yeah.
just like, Ghost, keep an eye.
What?
Ooh, I couldn't hear that.
So you've got you have now an owl circling where they are drifting away. So Shiro, are you doing anything?
No, I don't want to sink.
Fair enough.
Fair.
15
fair.
miles
I guess
off the
I can
coast.
try to grab the smaller one of the two.
So Charlie also going to attempt to grab one of them?
Oh, I can't hear you, Jeff, all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Why?
Yeah, that happened on and off, yeah. I don't know what
Let me
happened there.
check. some settings.
Sonari,
I can hear you
you
now.
have inspiration.
Yeah, we could hear like you. There was a second earlier where I also couldn't hear you, but then I could hear you the next second.
Well, that's weird.
A little bit.
Everything on my end seems fine. It didn't like reset my microphone off of working.
Sorry, Jonah. Who has inspiration?
Sonari.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll try to grab the smaller of the two.
the attendant is probably lighter. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
No.
Zero.
Oh.
Nice.
Ravi, you are able
Yeah.
to get a hold of Finn as you pull her back to the rope. She's like, I lost her, and grabs onto the rope. Charlie, you kind of dive down. You have a hold of the attendant, who is doing her best to swim upward. The opposite is happening. You think you're probably 10-20 feet below the surface at this point.
Wow.
I have an idea.
You would.
You all see
Cannot.
Yeah, you all see Charlie dive down to try to grab the other one. So far to no success.
Can I drop my hammer into the water?
Sure.
Ooh, tie her up to it.
Drop your hammer.
Yeah.
I see you.
And I'm gonna wait for Charlie to grab onto it.
How are you
I'll
going to
grab
know that
onto
Charlie
it.
grabs onto it?
So keep
Yeah,
your face under
it's
the
gonna
water.
wait-
I stick my face
Would it
underwater.
not
Okay.
just make me sink if I grabbed it?
No.
Because it's
Well,
heavy?
hold on. There is no ability of communication happening. So there is a hammer.
Yeah, I think.
So you look down, kind of toss the hammer to about where Charlie's at.
I feel
sinks
like
by-
I would just like look at it and be like, "What the fuck? You lost your hammer."
Be there when
That
she
would drag
bought
me
the hammer?
down more.
Were we there when she bought the hammer and remember?
Shiro, what are you doing?
I think Shiro got that on the way back.
Damn it.
Alone.
Okay.
Or possibly. I don't know.
Mhm.
If
Why
you
did
don't know,
you
you
say
don't know.
hammer?
So Charlie, you see the hammer. What are you doing as a hammer approaches you from the surface?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to avoid it so I don't get hit in the head with it.
It's not like damaging sinking wise. It's just, it's coming down, but you're
Can
not
I
gonna get a
recall-
concussion from the
I'll
sinking.
watch it.
Can I recall the hammer?
Uh
Because I paired it with the shield of returning.
huh.
Can I recall it?
Make an Arcana check.
I
Oh.
swear to God. 1 second.
You know what? You have the shield still.
There's a thing about not testing abilities beforehand.
If you take away my hammer, I'm going
I
to
didn't
be
take
pissed.
anything. You dropped it in the ocean.
That's a 14.
So 14. Your hammer, as it gets right next to Charlie, you go to try to recall a weapon you have thrown. And it does return to you.
Oh,
I was trying to find a loophole in that sentence. I was like, it's because it was thrown. It's because it was thrown.
Zips. Charlie, you do see this hammer zip up through the water back towards the others. Make an athletics check for me.
Do it again!
Holy shit!
Make a what?
Sorry, the D20 I'm rolling for the attendant is on its third nat 1 in a row.
in my other game, that would result in a
This
world
attendant did
event
not-
happening.
What are you doing, Charlie?
Sorry, make a what check?
Athletics check.
Make a what check?
If you try, what
Okay,
do you?
thank
Well,
you.
first, what are you trying to do? I assume swim.
Yeah, I'm still trying to swim and just thinking really loudly to myself, do it again. Athletics, that is 11.
11.
Yes.
Trying to pull the other person, who is larger than you, up against water currents and waves. You get a glance down, and she just looks up at you, doing her best to kick,
Oh, you
but
cut
she
out
can.
again.
She's
Why
doing
am I
her
cutting
best.
Out?
She's trying her best.
She's trying her best to swim up with you, but you can both sense that it's not happening, and she puts in like a last kick of effort, and you see her cough out bubbles into your face, and you kind of
After
blink
not seeing them
past
come
them.
up for a hot second, I'm gonna dive in after them.
Can I toss the hammer again now that
Yeah.
I'm assuming just
It's like fishing.
just
So Shiro, roll an attack roll. Trying to get this
Hit.
accurate.
with
I'm
my
diving
normal
in too,
modifiers?
Chef.
Use your dexterity, and we need to have one person at a time talking.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm going
sorry.
to be diving in
Gotcha.
after them.
That is a 14 using my dex.
Ooh,
Nice.
what is?
I
You
used
think,
all the same modifiers though.
sure. You think you've got it pretty accurate. It is now sinking.
And I stick my face underwater.
Ravi, give me an athletics check, trying to swim in after.
Yeah, just swimming towards them if I can.
Mhm.
Surprisingly good. That's a 16.
Nice. You have closed a lot of the distance, but they are still sinking. Charlie, you do watch the attendant go limp. She has lost consciousness under the water.
I'm gonna try to position her so that when it comes back up, she'll kind of be on top of it,
Mm.
and then I'll try to grab it when it comes back up.
Gotcha.
The
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Natural 20.
Noise.
Ah!
You can feel your lungs start to burn from the kind of the athleticism you're having to burn underwater in a thrashing ocean, but you are
Gonna be so fit
not
after
having any issue. Full control over yourself.
For once in Charlie's life.
Right. The first time. Someone who works for you is drowning. This is no time to have a panic attack.
Swim that
Fair enough.
The hammer gets nearby. Ravi, give me another athletics check.
Got it. This one this time. Again, pretty good. 17 this time.
Is that a fourth natural one,
No.
Jeff?
It's close.
Okay. Oh,
What was that athletics check?
17.
17. You do get there around right before the hammer, and you're able to kind of grab it and position it.
I see that the attendant is unconscious,
Mhm.
and Charlie is not.
Mhm.
I think I should have enough breath to cast one spell.
Sure.
I want to cast Dimension Door back to the rod hanging onto the attendant.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be honest.
And I'm gonna keep hanging onto them
Right.
while hanging onto the rod now.
There's a woof. Sonari, the rod, I assume you're kind of propped up on so that you're not getting splashed quite as hard. Reading. You're reading on this rod, getting battered by salt water. Magic is up. Shiro, you can see it's just Charlie right next to the hammer. Charlie, I assume you grabbed the hammer. And in a straight out of a Thor movie style, there's Charlie just through the water.
I am worthy!
This is so
Hell
awesome.
yeah!
You all grab on to the rope.
I took that specifically so I could do Thor shit.
Yeah.
was that 10 minutes worth of flailing?
10 minutes worth of flailing. Yes. The attendant is still unconscious.
Yeah.
Finn is like... Finn looks up from the rope, and it's just like, wake up, you dumbass! And she's just... like, divine energy, like, shoots the water out of her lungs. And she's like,
I love him.
Twice! It's been like 10 minutes! Twice!
We landed in the middle of the ocean. Can we see
Charlie
the
was the
coast?
cleric. Wake up, you dumbass!
Finn pulls up the rope a little closer, and Sonari, you finish your ritual cast, and everyone has water breathing cast on them.
Okay. There's one thing not to worry about.
Right.
So I guess we just start heading towards the coast.
I guess so.
I have a request.
From who?
Nobody use lightning right now, please.
I
For
feel
the
like...
love of God.
Is there a story to this?
Yes.
Yes. I was electrocuted one time. Because my
And then
friend
bit by a shark.
punched with some lightning hands into the water. It wasn't very intelligent of them, honestly. I feel like they could have come up with a better plan.
Finn kind of pulls up, is like,
Anyways,
this rod thing's super cool. Who's the best swimmer? You could go. You can
that'll
like,
be me.
so you can like go ahead and like click it, and then we can all like just like rope trick, you know?
Yeah, good idea.
I mean we can't drown, so like
Right, but he kind of points at the attendant. Like,
Yes.
she almost got swept away from like 2 waves, so I mean I didn't do amazing either, but yeah.
The safest we can get back, the better.
again, I have like no way to help here.
Yeah, I think
with
I can.
spells or anything.
Shira's just going to gesture to her armor and just like, I don't think swimming is an option for me.
Finn
I
goes,
could just like,
We're gonna have to try.
tough
You
shit,
can
lady.
float. You can
could
try to
just-
float and just
Sinking
hold
and
on to the
walking
rope.
at the
I could
bottom
just like,
of the ocean.
I could like sink. How deep is the water?
It's the ocean.
I probably have no idea.
We're 15, off
15
the
miles
coast.
out.
That's enough that there's a steep drop. Very closer to much closer to
We've
shore.
reached the continental shelf.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go in a little bit before I can
Before you
freaking
can
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Probably,
Dish.
yeah.
Again.
Maybe. Who
Untested
knows?
strategies of
Who
knows?
questionable
Not
planning.
Perhaps there is no bottom to the ocean.
You don't
This
know.
is
Can
fantasy.
anyone do the immovable rod, or does Charlie have to be the one that does it?
There is
This
a
is-
Anyone
button
can.
on it,
It's
I
like a switch.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna. I will try. Can I like attach it to like my belt or sash or something, so I don't have to hold it while I swim?
yeah, sure.
I will try to do that with the rope and everything.
It's kind of. Well, you could even like wrap
Everyone
it
is-
around your belt essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
That.
Sonari swimming forward, everyone else sort of basically holding on to the rope until the rod
Alright,
gets set.
Can we like tie each other's belt loops together and then like all swim but with Sonari in the front?
Sure.
There
If
is
I
no-
rage,
there's no risk of drowning.
Powers rage swim
if I rage swim, can I pull anyone faster?
for 1 round.
Yeah, the way rage would work is you
Yeah,
get a 1 to
yeah.
2 round like burst essentially.
Yeah,
But it wouldn't help you much.
not too much. Okay.
You
I'll
punch
do
in
that then.
you punch yourself in the face to keep your rage going.
Someone keep hitting me.
Yep.
Ah!
All
I
right.
just keep
Yeah,
stabbing
okay.
you.
Now, you're going to need essentially group athletics checks. So let's get an
I'm
athletics
looking
check.
for any way for
from
me to
anyone.
like.
Everybody.
Who-
I'm still looking for any way to try and help this situation with like any of my abilities.
Right.
12.
Right.
Check. 18.
17.
Hold on, I dropped it.
Sorry, 16.
5.
I got a 16.
5. So for the next hour or so, you all do make some forward progress. You're closing the distance. It is the getting into the afternoon, so you do have a vision of the coastline with the town just very tiny in the distance.
Do I see any ships nearby?
Make a perception check.
Can
Okay.
I also make that check?
Yeah. Go for it.
Can we all? Nah.
Now, sure, you remember you are at disadvantage because you're keeping your armor on for this.
I'll assist because
Oh,
I have
21.
expertise.
For the athletics check,
I have a 23
Okay.
for perception.
the 16 was lower.
All right, there were like 4 people talking at
Sorry.
once at one point there. I have no idea what's happening. So
I got a 21.
21 and
And a 23.
23. And Charlie, you wanted to get in on that? Or
I said I could assist because I have expertise, but
sure.
it's fine. They
It worked
already
out.
rolled.
Cuckoo. Next time. Both of you being above 20 and Sonari leading the charge, kind of pulling things ahead, and then like there's a minute where you like set the rod and wait for people to kind of pull on the rope and catch up. And you kind of take a look in the distance, and you do see. Normally, you wouldn't really be able to see many ships in a nearby scenario like this. You do see, however, a small dot floating above the city that is floating down to the city. So you do see an airship making its way into Seton.
Can I grab my wand? What is it called? I don't remember. The one wand that I have. Magic missiles, and just like shoot at the sky.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's
And have
smart.
it be like flares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check for me.
I was
Yeah.
looking for something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing that I could do.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hey.
But my Arcana is +5, so 25.
Woo, shit.
Woo.
In a way that would normally not work, you charge up. How many charges do you want to use? In this
It's
attempt?
3 per level. Oh, 3 and then +1 per level.
Right.
I will use like 2 charges, 5 flares.
5 flavor. You'd need 2. Yeah.
Sure.
You would know. It's 1 charge for 3, and then 4 or 5. So you'd have to use 3 charges to get your 5. But that's doable. You can totally use 3
I'll do
charges.
3. Yeah, I'll do 3. I'll mark that off.
Making essentially like an arc of bursting energy nearby, you do set off what you think is a pretty effective flare situation. It is time again for group athletics checks.
Let's just die.
Ooh,
Eleven.
dirty
Catch up to
20.
me at some point.
I got it. I got a 12.
Sorry, add your D8 from inspiration.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not that bad. I got a 10 plus 8. I got 18.
I got a
Well,
10.
how long does this inspiration last? Should I just use it?
Oh, it's only 10 minutes. Yes, and
Oh yeah. That would have been a while ago.
Right. All right. Again, making some good progress. Finn and the attendant are alternating in their ability to keep up with the rest, although the two of them also seem to be kind of helping each other out whenever one of them falls behind. But you make some forward progress. So now you get to another place where you can set your rod. Let's have you and Charlie go ahead and make your perception checks.
Set your.
I am going to use my tail,
Mm.
which was an image of a raven had appeared, and it was like using a small stick to scoop like nuts out of like a squirrel's hollow, essentially.
Oh. Evil.
And it is Tale of the Clever Animal. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna give it to Charlie.
Nice.
They can add an extra die after rolling a d20 on an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check.
Nice.
Ooh,
Is it
an
inspiration die,
additional.
or-
What kind of die?
It is equal to my bardic inspiration, so it's a d8.
Nice. I got a dirty 20 on that perception.
Nice. And
it's-
Charlie
it's-
on.
27.
Ooh,
Wow.
Ooh,
There's water
Sauron.
on my glasses. I can't
shiz.
as much.
I mean, you still got a 20. Like,
Yeah, I know. I just realized that.
Sonari, you, as you get set and kind of wipe the water out of your eyes and take a blink, you can see the airship that has closed the distance and is approximately 100 feet east of where you all are. and you're sort of like, ha ha, plan worked. Charlie,
Yeah.
you specifically come up and you can see Lucian's ex staring down from
Yeah.
the deck with a very like curious look on her face as everyone kind
You
of
owe us!
you see
Oh,
her make
no.
a like a motion and the ship drops down a little more near the water's surface.
Who is this?
What the
Old
fuck are you
friends
all
of
doing
ours.
down here?
Nearly drowning?
I can
What
see
the-
that. What do you want me to
Mind
do
giving us
about
a
it?
hand?
I've got several.
What?
There's people on that city paying good coin to be shipped out of there. So what do you all want?
Just a ride back to the
Maybe a
car?
return of a favor for letting you know that Stardust was after you?
That was you?
Yes, it was, obviously.
You sound familiar. Goes off the edge. Few moments pass.
I do not trust this one.
Several ropes fly
Giant
over the side of the
appreciation.
ship and into the water next to all of you.
Well, and fun.
The attendant's like, ah!
Yeah, I'm gonna
grabbing
get
the rope
everyone up
and
first.
Yeah, we send them up first.
Yeah.
Finn, you can hear Finn on the deck go, "Oh, geez, aren't you all really cool pirate people?"
Pirates.
Shiro, you go next.
Okay. Climb
Just
the
you
rope.
sink like
I'm
a
gonna-
rock.
Tie a rope around my dog like a harness.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Are you gonna
Doggy
tie it around
paddling
yourself?
the whole time.
I could drop my hammer. I could tie a rope to the hammer, drop my hammer.
Yeah.
We're good. Let's just climb.
Okay. Just an idea.
I never told you how many charges the shield has. You're just gonna throw the hammer in the ocean, and he'd be like, "Oh."
It's just not gonna come back. And back to me. Back to me.
Hello?
Your
The
hammer
hammer
goes
is
to
made
you.
of wood.
All right, you all scramble up some ropes. A couple attached to Goodest Boy, who is then pulled up onto the deck. Like, there's a look on the face of the captain of this vessel. Is like, wet dog. And it turns off. A familiar face is kind of slightly glaring from the other side of the ship. And Sonari, you recognize your cousin.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Not uncle, cousin.
Cousin,
Uncle, cousin. Relation of undeterminable means.
I took the Filipino, like, you just
Yeah.
kind of call people cousin or uncle, or, you know, it's kind of interchangeable on
Young
certain,
enough.
like, you know, close enough people.
Yeah.
Cousin?
I fish for the spell book that is Ingram's,
Ingram immediate expression changes a little bit.
and just
I kind of figured it'd be you and your friends.
yeah, I did not know about that, just so you know, but I found it.
I don't.
Takes the book back, looks more glaringly towards, like, Ravi and Charlie, and then kind of confused at Shiro. Doesn't have any connection with Shiro.
I feel like there's some tension between you two and him.
a little history.
A little bit of
Why are you
murder.
here? What's going on the show?
Oh, he's the. Never mind. I think you told me about him.
We've been traveling together for now.
Yes. Well, we have a lucrative... You murdered me, little one. I don't know why you're so hostile towards me. Anyways,
I've been meaning to ask about that. Did you actually die and were brought back, or did you not die in the first place?
we're making some good coin over there, shipping people out of that city. Understand you owe the captain owed you a favor. But we're heading back to the dry land. Good thought on that, magic missile.
Well, when you're drowning sometimes, or when your friends are drowning, sometimes you think of something to help.
You know, it's had a little bit of a pattern of helping out those who couldn't help themselves that well.
Well, I don't like you.
I put my hand on Shiro's shoulder. Welcome to the club.
One of these days, you'll find a crew that can pull their own weight. Now, for now, let's get you all back to shore. Charlie.
Ravi,
Yeah,
I really want to kill him.
not right now.
Seconded. His
Shut up.
vibes.
Quiet.
They are
Quiet.
shit. Okay.
Hush. We can't right now.
Murder based on vibes.
I'm whispering right now.
Finn
Yeah,
kind
me
of
too.
looks in and goes, "This is so secret and so cool."
We can't.
I'm just gonna
Charlie.
Child.
Charlie,
storm
not
off
the
and
right
sit by
moment.
myself.
Storm off and sit by yourself. Okay.
The attendant is puking over the side of the ship already.
Air sickness.
No, it's mostly salt water.
Oh, 'cause- okay. I was gonna say, do I get airsick?
We'll
I
find
get
out.
seasick. Do I get airsick?
I mean, you were fine. You were fine on the one that didn't rock in the ocean.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that was mad.
Con save?
Yes, it was a flying airship.
Yes, but we don't know if it's like stabilized or if it has turbulence.
It's almost like you should wait and see.
Yeah, good question.
Guess we'll find out. How long
Hmm?
to land?
Do I see Finch?
Finch, you do not see.
All right. I bump Shiro with my elbow and just say stay close.
I'm going to follow Ravi wherever he goes.
And I'll make sure that the attendant and what was his name?
The attendant?
The cleric that they
Oh,
brought.
Finn. She
Finn,
is
right.
is a lady.
Oh, my bad. I thought I heard he a couple times.
Gender.
What it's we all made up these terms. It's fine.
Yeah.
Gender ain't real.
Yeah,
all
so
words are
I'll
made up.
make sure to let the two of them know, like, hey, don't stray too far from us.
Finn leans in and goes, "Remember, I can disappear."
I don't remember that, but yes.
You should know.
Well, also,
I could
we're on an
disappear.
enclosed ship.
Right, but I could
Can I insight check
Nice.
Finn?
sure.
This is like in she said it enough that I'm just like, can you?
Or can you actually magically disappear, or are you
It was
just
just
really
like you're saying that to impress us. It was only an 11 though.
Okay. I mean, you have no reason to not trust that she can do that.
Yeah.
Kind of does
Alright,
like
alright.
one of those like elbow bumps to Ravi, and it's just like, just give me the word.
I should have had freaking advantage on the Arcana check earlier.
Oh well.
All right. So
Charlie,
Yeah.
now that we're not drowning, you mind telling me what this is?
Guess you'll have to wait and see.
I literally cannot use it unless I know what it is.
Well, you
Or I'm
could-
not
I mean, it
going
won't
to,
kill
unlike
anyone
you.
if that's what you're wondering.
It is not
Yeah, I
dangerous.
don't feel like incinerating people accidentally.
Oh, everyone just cut out. I have to switch to my phone 1 moment.
Thingy.
okay,
Well,
I took
Yeah.
that as a low blow.
yeah, me too.
It reminds me of a player one time who was playing an elf and who kept sleeping at camp, and then I was thinking, oh, what cool like deep character thing that he's doing that is just super
He's
rad.
like
I really
another
respect it.
character.
Is like choosing to sleep instead of do the elven like meditation thing. And then it was like 10 sessions in and found out like, nope, just hadn't read the elf
didn't know.
description. Just didn't know. I was just like, oh, okay.
That's
I
good.
thought that was like part of your deep like raised in the criminal syndicate past kind of thing, where you never
Now
learned
it
your,
is.
your people's tradition thing. And I was like, nope, just forgot to read the thing.
Just didn't read it. Yeah.
Yep.
Shiro's gonna go find a comfortable place to
Charlie,
sit.
I don't
You're
feel
sticking
like
together.
accidentally exploding anyone.
There's literally no way in the world that this wand can even harm anyone. Just
And I pointed
good
at
gift.
Charlie.
Okay.
do it. Shoot me.
Shoot me, you coward!
You do a flick of the wand at Charlie. You expend a charge from the wand, and you just hear this single violin chord as you point, and then as you pull it back, it stops.
I think I know what's happening. I do another flick.
As you flick, and you realize pretty quickly with your ability to do music and stuff, it is a wand of conducting. As long as you're
Cool.
using it, it is putting out a an orchestra of music in the immediate area.
You got the fucking
I
wind
found
waker.
someone who just sold
Sick.
chaos trinkets, and I
Yeah.
thought about you.
Neat.
You do nice stuff for me and a lot. And I mean, I know this isn't really helpful, but I thought of you, and you're my friend. So
It's neat. Thank you. I'll add that to my inventory.
Nice.
now, can we please murder everyone on this boat?
Let's
Ooh.
give it a second. We're a
Ooh.
little stuck at the moment.
Before we do that, how many people are on the boat?
There's
Do we have that fire axe?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Could just nuke the ship.
So Shiro, you said you
Okay.
were going to try to do something, but you got a little lost in the back and forth.
Yeah, just find somewhere comfy nearby to sit down.
There's wood and crates. There are no cushions or anything comfy.
Comfy.
Just sit down and lean against.
Somewhere to lean against, as she says.
Okay, yeah, there is somewhere to lean. You do need to actively not fall with the swaying of the ship that gets hit by winds occasionally.
Oh no.
But it's not difficult to sit and lean.
I read the description of the wand. When you expend the last charge, if you roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, then it is destroyed. But sad tuba sounds first.
Wah, wah, wah,
Good.
wah. That's very funny.
Well, what are you trying to accomplish mechanically?
I had that weird dream. I'm gonna try and think on it. Just who was that weird dirt person?
Oh.
You have no idea,
I figured.
right?
Just
But that is what's happened. Okay.
hey guys, specifically people who are magically inclined. I had the weird fucking dream.
Alright.
I've had those before. They're kind of cool sometimes. It's awkward with the friends you were thinking about, but
I know a little bit about magic now.
So in the dream, I described the dream because out of character, I can't remember what happened besides the dirt person.
Okay. Shiro describes what occurred last session. And
I wasn't here.
yeah, that's fair. Ravi's got excuses. There's the sort of a meeting with some sort of extraplanar entity that imbued some sort of life force that allowed Shiro to awaken in a semi-permanent state with 3 migraines aimed in different directions, able to resolve the closest of one of them, with the other 2 remaining, and some sort of entity formed out of earth element that was speaking to her. As evidenced, she remembers very little about what happened. and it describes basically none of it. And then looks at all of you to explain.
Did you get a name or anything?
It's weird. I asked for their name, and they said, I believe they said, no one of consequence. I believe
Relate-
it's...
Can we make Arcana checks?
Well, that doesn't really help.
I just was asking what sort of beings can turn into dirt in your dream and then talk to you. Unless I was just high.
That's always possible.
I have set the DC based on the amount of information given. It's Ravi and Sonari could make religion checks, I think.
Can I
Yeah,
try
my
with Arcana?
religion.
You cannot. There's no arcane
Oh fuck!
anything happening.
It's the only
10.
one that I can do.
What was that, Ravi?
10.
10?
Yeah, no, 14.
Okay. With possibly with information, you could reach a
Yeah.
conclusion, but you don't have enough to work with to figure out what's going on.
It's a stunning lack of information.
Yeah,
I would
it's
need a name.
Sonara,
probably.
you have an idea
Come
of
at
like
me.
this almost sounds like an earth genie, a Tao, but also not at all like that.
What is
Come
it with
back
you
when
and
you
genies
get
and
more
my
dreams.
characters?
Yeah. What is it with your characters and genies?
Excuse you. Your characters with genies? You fucking stole it from me. You bitch. It was my genie.
That was session 2. Are you still mad about that?
Yep. All right. So, Finn, kind of like leans in to the conversation, just like when there's a circle of friends and then someone who like wants to hang out, like just like joins, like just kind of works
Yeah.
their way into the circle of people talking. And it's just like, oh, that's rough, buddy. Yeah.
Oh.
What are we gonna do? You all said giant monster thing?
Yes. Heading back to town.
Can
We're
I
gonna
look and
revive
see
a
if the
racist.
mountain-
Sorry, there were a couple people talking there at the same time. I heard something about racism.
So did I. What?
I said we're about to revive a racist.
That sounds like the worst Southern movie ever.
It's
Guys
the
of the South.
Have you seen the Brennan Lee Mulligan bit where he was just like
Yes,
the ghost of
that's very
a
good.
Civil
I
War?
was thinking like Weekend at Bernie's, but like to like the GOP convention.
I mean, don't they already do that with frickin' Mitch McConnell?
Basically.
Yeah, most of them.
All right. Good
Can I look
good
out-
dunks on American conservatism.
Woo!
Look out and see the I think this was mentioned before, the mountain that can I see if there's a monster that has
Oh yeah, you guys can make perception checks for sure.
come out from that? Yeah.
You
I'd
are
like to
all
see.
with the airship moves much faster over the water than you all were doing
Yeah.
through the water.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
can't imagine why.
Yeah,
Really? An airship moves faster than us
you
swimming.
would think. Yeah.
16.
24.
Alright.
Nice.
Cool. Anybody else in on that, Charlie? You didn't pick up
Sorry,
expertise.
what's the
You didn't pick up expertise and
I
perception to not
dissociated.
make that check.
Pretty fucking good. 28.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't make our bet anymore about you
We love to
rolling
perceive
low on
now.
perception.
Making my perception check after being dissociated and not realizing I was supposed to make a perception check.
Right.
Oh, what we're looking at.
Yeah. Charlie in particular, who was trying to like not, trying to have a moment alone, staring off into the distance. You can see the crumbled peaks near the city. As large rocks are actively falling down, it appears that another quake is happening, and you can see, just make out a large claw jutting out from the edge of the mountain,
Ooh.
red and brown, and it appears to be like a singular pointed claw reaching a obscene amount of distance out of the rock face.
We do not have time. We do not have time to murder this pirate crew. We need to go revive a racist.
We're not trying to kill that thing first, are we? We can't. We're reviving a thing to do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's what Himaian's for. As much as I'm
Right,
conflicted
right,
about doing
okay.
that, being, you know.
As unsure as we could be about this.
I have a question. Are they racist for elves or towards elves?
Anything that isn't an elf.
Got it.
Oh,
Cool.
So I don't think they take very fondly to me specifically.
Yeah.
they're not a fan of any of us.
Fair.
But especially me.
Yeah, half elf.
We have an elf now, though.
Yeah.
Finn's like, I'm uncomfortable with this situation.
the elf guilt.
Use your elf privilege.
Yeah.
What type of elf is Himaian?
One of them.
Genius.
N.
Anyway, towards the city.
Oh yeah, I saw visions of it. What type of elf?
You make a nature check.
Was that last session? Okay.
Natur.
We
Ooh,
bought
not
like a
bad actually.
no.
It was
15.
session before. 15. You're pretty sure just high elf.
Okay.
Okay.
The snooty
I mean,
one.
I've seen an elf naked, so.
That's true.
You've seen a few elves
That
naked,
helps.
actually.
Yeah.
That's true.
We saw the guy in the tube naked, so.
Guy in the tube naked was the
And
same
then I saw
person.
him naked after.
Yeah, same guy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Same naked elf.
I fucked a naked tube elf.
Oh, right. I forgot that.
No,
I
that's
forgot
fair.
that you also fucked him.
Oh my. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
Yep. I'm here to support and facilitate high roleplay.
The highest echelon of D&D.
The highest echelon of D&D.
D&D funny moments.
It's hot elf boys.
Yes.
It's a whole
I
subgenre.
mean, but actually though,
But actually, though, yeah.
you wouldn't though.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
right.
come on. Stop challenging me on this.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
only
right,
straight one here.
That's not true.
Oh. Since when? You didn't tell us.
That was like session 0.
No,
all right.
it wasn't.
So,
It was.
moving on.
I wasn't here for session 0, so
Oh, that could be it. All right. So, anyhow,
never mind then.
it's, you know,
Moving along.
I pass. It's fine. So the all of you are rocketing through the air towards the city. You are roughly 1,000 feet from the shore as the ship abruptly starts to turn, as more legs are more apparently coming out of the mountainside. You look back to the kind of the operation gears, and you see the tiefling woman who is captaining the ship just be like, "Ah, fuck that then."
Up.
I'm
need
sorry. No, we need to be there like yesterday.
Yeah,
We
good
need
luck
to
with that.
land-
How close are we?
Like 1,000 feet off the
To
shore.
the 1,000 feet off the shore.
Yeah. You're not that high up, though. You're only like maybe 30 feet off the waves.
No, like, we're here to kill that thing.
Good
Can you
luck.
get us any closer? Can you get us to the docks and then leave?
It kind of looks down at you and goes, 50 gold.
I
Toss
toss it.
50 gold.
I was about to say I put 5 platinum in their hands.
just, Ravi just walks up, 5 platinum in the hand, and goes, fucking all right then. Bring it in and get ready to move. The ship pulls down to the docks. As
All of you get ready to
you will,
haul ass.
all of you do see a now fully uncovered, massive creature, for lack of a better term, scuttling out from underneath the mountains. As there
It's
is
just a big crab, you know.
what I would like you to picture is a without a not currently having a shell of any kind would be a Tarrasque-sized hermit crab with some tentacles coming out of the face.
What?
Of a significant distance, probably 10, 15 foot long ropes of flesh coming out, and a opening of a mouth, getting a.
Thanks, I hate it.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Not what I was expecting.
Okay, well,
In
let's
my-
book it to my house and get the rest of those diamonds.
Yeah.
Before we just.
I don't
jump
know where
off
your
on
house
And
is.
all my
Ingram.
inventory.
You all land, get off onto the dock, which is immediately being practically shaken apart from the creature coming loose from the rocks. But the quakes subside as the creature is now on the land instead of in it. Sonari.
Before I just jump off the ship or get off, I'm gonna turn to Ingram and be like, if I die in this, please don't tell Luna. And I'm just gonna leave.
Kind of goes, He kind of nods with the, like, yeah, I get it. Finn is like, let's go! And the attendant's like, off the side of the ship, one last
I get the
heave.
I get the feeling they should stay on the ship.
With the pirates who are about to leave.
I guess they're not really safe no matter where they go at this point.
The attendant or the
The
cleric?
attendant.
The attendant.
Because
Finn
I
is-
kind of want the cleric.
Yeah, the
Hey,
Finn
look.
is just about off the ship with the rest of you, and is like, let's go, come on!
Okay.
And the attendant's kind of hesitating.
Do you want to stay?
I just, that's a lot! That's a lot!
You
I
two stick
will
together.
hand
We'll
her, how much platinum? Like 5 platinum. Or no, 50 gold, and just, like, you can, like, do with that what you will if you want to find us after. But you
Okay.
are welcome to stay
Yeah.
on the ship.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay here. Like, this'll pay for passage, probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping, but...
All right. Finn kind of steps off and goes, "You're not coming?" And he's like, I get drinks. You're the one that does all the crazy stuff." And the ship starts pulling away, and Finn's just like,
kiss.
"All right,
Kiss.
Kiss.
Let's
Kiss.
kiss. Kiss. Kiss.
we're just friends. What's wrong with you?
So you count!
This is fully platonic love."
I don't know, it just felt fitting.
There's a boat involved, of course.
One of those moments, just one of those moments.
Rocks
just one of those
crashing, buildings shaking with the giant monster. She
I would
turns to Kit.
platonically kiss my
Because we're all
friend
chanting kiss.
Exactly.
in this moment
Thank
for
you,
the
Chris.
drama.
Thank you.
He goes, "Okay," turns around. They're too far gone already.
Ah!
You all
right.
start booking it, following Charlie, who is with rogue stuff way faster than all of you.
And my dog.
Yep.
That's good.
I can spend 10 minutes summoning my horse, but
No.
is that worth it?
The
No.
saddle. You kind of think about it, and you're like,
Nah.
You
That's
see
fine.
this giant crab making its way down.
Oh, fuck.
Charlie, make a survival check for me.
Can I assist on it?
Indeed.
I'm a survivor.
There's
So advantage or you're rolling 2?
advantage.
Advantage.
Cool. That's good because my first roll was a 6. That is a 17.
Nice. Debris is falling in the streetways, but you are able to figure out routes that everyone can fit through to get through and over to where your house is. Right about the time you get there, you hear the creature reach the first buildings on the outskirts of town. There are distant screams and crashing of this giant monster destroying the city.
Where are we going?
You
The
go
Charlie's
to
house.
open the door. It is unlocked and flies open. There is no one inside.
Mm.
You
I'm
can
gonna
see
just
there's
run to the Heidi bench.
you can see that there's firstly it's immediately apparent that some clothes and like a blanket have been just quickly grabbed. It looks like your partner may have like just thrown some items into a blanket and like picked it up to get moving. You go over to the Heidi spot, knowing exactly where to look. Find the little secret compartment. There is nothing inside.
Feeling.
Oh.
I immediately start scrying. Or, actually, no, I don't.
Is my-
I cast Sending.
Is sending
Um,
Is
it in.
my
I don't-
box full of all my stuff there that, like, for Stardust had? All my old inventory.
I don't. You mean not Stardust, but the authorities over in the other city?
Yeah, they said if I killed Stardust, they'd give me my stuff back.
Yeah,
And so I mailed Stardust head to them.
I gotcha.
Oh yeah.
And so the return address was to this address.
Yes, it has been approximately 2 days since that happened. 2 days to a
Damn
week
it.
or so. And these
Yeah.
places are all like several months apart.
Yes, I want my cheese.
What? You're gonna throw your cheese at the Tarrasque?
Yes.
That's the secret weapon to kill the Tarrasque. A
The-
bottle of
What was your
cheese.
partner's name again? Okay.
Pardon?
Partner's name?
What was Charlie's partner's name?
Let me check my backstory quick.
Cuckoo.
Because I cast Sending to them and say, what happened to
Isley.
the diamonds in the hiding spot? We really need those right about now.
You hear her respond back with just like, I had to run. I have them. I'm in the basement of the church along with a bunch of the townspeople. Help, I think.
To the church.
Let's go.
That's where we need to go. Let's go.
Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect.
All of you hear the crashing get closer.
Oh fuck.
Run!
So, question. Well, first off, I need a perception check from everybody.
Yeah. Oh god, which two? This
Nat
one.
20.
Nice.
Ah, it fell.
15.
Ha! Not good. I don't know. I think that's like a
Halfling's favorite
10.
number.
No, it's 11.
9.
Nice.
10. Sorry, 10.
There's
10.
still water in my eyes. I don't fucking see shit.
It was a DC 10 to get the important details. DC
Huh.
5 to have the general idea what's happening. The massive
Not
creature.
incredibly difficult.
Everyone's aware. You catch glimpses of it through between buildings. It is rushing through this side of town, destroying buildings, picking some up and putting them on its back to act like a shell. Debris is
It needs a
accumulating. Shiro, you can spot that there are the tentacles out of the mouth. There are little tiny versions. I'd say tiny, as in they're like 5-foot versions of them, all over the back that are wrapping around debris that gets pulled up onto the back to
I
start
hate
accumulating a shell of people's
That's
homes.
pretty neat.
Shiny.
cool. I hate it.
Question: what kids movie was on when the DM was doing campaign prep?
Tiny.
Shiny. So
That's cool, though.
the thing that you are all aware of is this thing's starting to get close enough to where it would spot you running. In fact, you, Shiro, and I think somebody else also got above 15.
I got 15.
15, yeah. You spot the creature reach down and like tentacles wrap around 5 or 6 people, and it like rears back, and they start getting thrown into the toothless maw of this thing and
Oh god.
slurped up. It seems to
Hate
be
that.
looking around for people. The question is whether you all are going to try running or stealthing.
So
How-
hungry baby.
How far away are we from the church?
Probably 2,000 feet-ish.
Would it be able to hear me?
It's a good question.
Does it have
It's
ears?
grabbing a bunch of like buildings and stuff. I think there's a lot of rubble flying around.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, because he has to be able to understand me too, which I don't know if it would.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna try and cast suggestion on it, but
Imagine if that works.
Hilarious.
Walk up
I don't
Go
know that
away!
it'll be able to understand me.
Got it. Just think,
Um,
knowing this type of shit, it has legendary resistance. It wouldn't work.
Okay, so there are people
are-
being eaten and things being destroyed. What is?
I think we run.
Run.
This is a running
I-
moment.
This is a dumb idea.
Banjo
Because I want to
moment.
try to distract it. Can I try to use the wand of frowns on it?
Might want to go read the range on Wand of Frowns.
If
Also, I don't
I
know
feel
what
like it's
I've
already
described you think
frowning.
is a mouth that would have an effect as far as smiling or frowning.
you said it, you said it had a mouth. That
got a
would, it was
mouth.
like
It has-
popping people into.
Yeah, more of a maw. It's
You
basically a
can,
mouth.
you can still frown with a maw.
It's possible. I am questioning.
Is there a range on it?
I think it's 30 feet.
continue
but-
running.
As do I.
Okay, Ravi is running. Shiro is running.
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay, I'll run.
Nobody's running.
If everyone else is running, I'm not
Running.
gonna not run.
Finn is like, okay.
You gotta be fast. This is a speed moment.
Gotcha.
Now would be a good time to do the invisible thing.
Now,
Yeah.
nice. And then, so Finn disappears.
Nice.
I cast. Hold on. Give me a second. All right.
casting.
I have to. My computer's being very slow right now. The
Gotcha.
one that I use for my character sheet.
I cast Run Real
Cast
Fast.
run real fast.
I
Now,
cast Seeming
oh, nice.
and turn
Huh?
all of us invisible.
That's
Woo!
not. You can't seeming everyone invisible.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
It's
then
seeming
never
as in
mind.
seem like something, not seeming as
Never
in seem
mind
invisible.
then.
Could you make us look like debris?
Running debris.
It's like mass disguise self, essentially.
Yeah. Never mind then. I thought you could, but never.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a spell specifically.
Maybe if you were
for
staying
that.
still, like seeming like the background.
Seeming like the background. All right. I will need. I'm gonna say acrobatics checks from everybody.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
Oh, fun. Well,
I give Shiro inspiration.
that's
Thank
bad.
you. My acrobatics is +2.
21.
Can Ghost give me help on this at all?
Uh,
27.
I would say. Well, Ghost can kind
Charlie.
of fly ahead and kind of watch out for things. Shiro, what?
19.
Nice.
Okay.
Did
Well,
you give yourself disadvantage on that acrobatics check due to your armor?
I got 12, and that was with
Does
help.
that happen?
I believe it's dex checks. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's just stealth checks, I
Is it just
thought.
stealth?
Yeah, it's just stealth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
man.
just
Oh,
stealth.
okay, cool.
That'd be ridiculous if it was all dex
That'd be a
checks.
little scary, yeah.
Yeah.
Just death.
All
No
right.
more dex, only
Eh,
death.
okay. So, acrobatics checks. We got a 19,
27.
27,
12.
12, and Charlie.
21.
I'm
Nice.
tempted to
Nice.
use this. I'm tempted to use the D8, but I'm not gonna.
The tell.
You all, are you all moving as fast as you can, or are you sticking together?
Sticking together.
Sticking together would be the
Sticking
best
together.
idea.
I believe your speed then is based on Ravi, maybe Shiro.
Yeah.
So
Both have 30.
Ravi has a 30-foot speed. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
You've all made it of the approximately 2,000 feet to cover. You've got a 60-foot head start before you all kind of look back and see the massive creature
Coming towards us.
look over in your direction as you are all parkouring through the street of debris.
I'm gonna take out my acorn.
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw it over my shoulder. So this massive tree shoots out of the ground.
Nice.
Nice.
Acorn. Having an extra bonus action due to rogue stuff. Throwing the
Oh, no.
acorn.
Fast hands.
And sure, yeah, fast hands. Able to fully keep up and then also tossing the acorn. Giant tree. You see the roots immediately extend through the street and the neighboring houses, practically causing extra structural damage besides the quakes that have been going on for a couple days.
I don't
And
think we care at this point.
a 10-foot wide tree, just massive canopy,
Right its way.
making its way. The creature, you hear the somewhat terrifying of the legs being barely noticing the building it's piercing as it crashes forward. Gets slowed down by the tree, but you do notice it is gaining on you quickly. It is a fair chunk faster than your slowest member.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna turn and cast slow at it.
Nice. What's the range on slow?
120 feet.
Yeah, definitely within range. What kind of save is that?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Wait. Can I?
That is a 19.
Can I?
That saves. I keep running.
Wait.
What are you gonna do?
Can you?
Can I use unnerving presence to give it disadvantage?
What's the range on unnerving presence?
I don't think there's a specific range. I think it's just a creature you can see or that can see
Can
you.
see you.
There is currently a tree in the way of seeing you.
Oh, there is a range and it's 15 feet.
Yep,
Oh.
I hope you're not in 15 feet of it.
I would be.
Mhm.
I'd be dead.
Ravi casts a spell, and then keeps moving. Sonari, what are you doing?
Oh. Moving with Ravi. I'm not leaving Ravi alone.
Gotcha. So you wait with Ravi and start making some distance. Charlie, what are you up to? You've thrown the acorn.
I threw the acorn. I'm going to keep running
Can I
for now.
Cool.
can I
And,
determine tail with
oh,
my bonus action,
so,
Jeff?
Sure. Go for it.
Oh, I forgot I had that. It's not helpful anyways. Oh, right. Sorry. Looking through my inventory.
Determining tail. And Shiro, what are you doing?
I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
Sonari sort of slows down as Ravi casts a spell and is doing something with the crystal ball before
Wait.
turning to get moving.
Right.
It's
Alright,
within
so
120
it's-
feet.
It is within 120 feet of you. So what's the
Can-
tail?
Okay, copy.
It is tail of the traveler.
Mhm.
So you see Ravi with a pack over his shoulder,
Mm.
just kind of trudging.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And
On my next turn, I can use it.
Gotcha. Shiro,
I'm going to trigger my storm rune.
what's that do?
I enter a prophetic vision. I can use my reaction to cause attack rolls, saving throws, or ability checks to have advantage or disadvantage.
Nice. Cuckoo. All right. That brings us to the creature. So you all basically made just a 30-foot move forward. Charlie, you got something else to do?
Oh, I didn't realize that we were on initiative turns, so never mind.
Not exactly initiative turns, but
Oh,
wanted to make-
I thought of something that I would have done.
Gotcha. What you got?
I was just gonna shoot it with moonbeam.
Targeting where it's at with a moonbeam. Great. What is the save on that?
Con 12.
Nice. That is weirdly a success. So
Oh.
it's
Ah,
half
okay.
damage, I believe.
Sure,
I think so.
I guess.
I believe it's half damage.
Okay.
It's a
That
level.
one just kind of like popped out of my hand and didn't actually roll. It's worse. Shouldn't have said anything. 12 radiant, halved to 6.
Nice.
I think, if I can do math today.
Yeah.
And if it's a shape changer.
It is not a shape changer.
It just turns into a dude.
So the beam of moonlight comes down straight from the moon that you can see, even in the daytime sky. Comes right down, covering maybe a fifth of its overall like area, but hardly able to avoid it with the size of the thing. You can almost smell slightly cooking crab.
Yum.
With the sizzle. It doesn't seem
Guys,
to have.
I have dinner ideas!
It doesn't have much of a reaction in particular. Charlie, are you sticking with the group or running ahead?
I'm sticking with the group.
Gotcha. You all hear a call back from about 30 feet ahead of all of you with like, "What are you doing? I thought we were running."
Keep going.
The massive crab. It gets slowed down a little bit, having to climb up and around buildings to get around this giant tree foliage before looking back at the not hiding group of you and beginning to close more distance. It is roughly 40 feet from all of you.
Cute.
In a, I don't know if you've all watched Pacific Rim, but the little girl like cry running with the giant monster behind is my image in my head.
I ask very politely Ghost to go up and like start pecking at its eyes.
Ghost, distract!
As annoyingly as possible. Go get him.
Ghost. If an owl could nod, which I think they can. This tiny dinosaur turns and flaps and glides up towards the face. Ready to do things to its face.
Bye, Ghost.
Bye, Ghost.
Your service.
Your service. Thank you for your service.
Your service.
I'm gonna try casting slow again.
You gonna try to cast slow?
I have an idea.
Well, it rolled a 19.
Ah.
Yeah, so 28.
But it has disadvantage.
Oh. So it rolled an 11. So 20.
Damn it.
I
It's got a high wisdom.
It was a good try.
Well, no, it does not have a high wisdom. It has a high saving throw.
Yeah.
The thing's stupid, probably.
What are you doing?
Running.
I have an idea.
Yeah. I shall use
Run another 30 feet.
I shall use the secret technique. Run as fast as I can away from the thing.
Yep. Okay, so Ravi casts a spell and then moves. Sonari?
Would I be able? Do I know where the church is? Can I see it? Where I am?
It's past the
Like,
river.
tells-
There's the river that divides the town, and it's just over the bridges.
Mm.
You're all a little ways away from that.
I feel like we should just run.
I don't.
If we just
wish
keep
we had
running, then
stealth.
we're just gonna lead it back to the church, and it's gonna close the
Exactly.
church. You know?
I personally am gonna bolt in like a perpendicular direction down another street.
You're gonna zig.
Yeah, try to break its line of sight and then hide.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the plan? Are you gonna break off and then
that's
try to
what
hide?
I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That sounds.
I mean, you have streets and alleys to duck into, especially from the perspective of like, essentially the perspective of like a person over a model town and a mouse trying to, hide behind a building. Very possible.
Yeah.
You move to the side. Go
Again,
to make a stealth check. Essentially, you move and make the hide action.
Stealth again. Oh, plus 10. 17.
Nice. Running in off the street and hiding. Charlie.
are there like dead bodies on the streets? And if so, is it eating the dead bodies?
No, the town mostly seems cleared out. There were a few holdouts, which it has already taken care of. And
Damn,
you
I
all
had a
are
good
the
idea.
people in the area at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my love potion from my pocket, and I'm going to do the same thing as Sonari.
Okay.
Love.
You just gotta have it.
Jeff,
Okay.
just like, no. The fear in Jeff's eyes.
He like, oh
Just like-
no.
What are you just like?
I don't know what the plan is, but I'm scared for it to succeed.
This is
I love-
why you let me buy pranky things. It's
Yes.
because I come up with great ideas.
So you dash into the alley and go to make yourself check. Go ahead and make yourself check.
Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled a 2.
Ah.
Alright.
For a total
14.
of a total what?
14.
14. Okay. Shiro.
I would like to join them.
All right. There's only Ravi who's like running ahead, and everybody else breaks off and gets to hide.
You see where we hit.
But Shiro, yes.
Am I
Break off and make
as
yourself
a
check with it
as
disadvantage.
a free
though.
action?
Yeah.
Free action what?
Can I don't know. No, because it takes an action to pull stuff out of the bag.
Mhm.
Never mind then.
Ravi, I will say you get a. Well, we'll get to it in a second. Shiro.
I rolled a nat 20,
Nice.
and I also rolled a 16.
Nice.
Wait. Do I still have my bardic inspiration?
Has it been 10 minutes?
That is not.
Yes.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration
Okay.
for +4, so that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Shiro also ducking into an alley and trying to get quiet. Ravi, you
Actually,
feel. Huh?
I'm going to shout at the rest of them. I don't know if they can hear me or not, but I'm going to take the bag of holding off. I'm going to ditch it to like one of the sides of the road, and I'm going to say, get Finch to the church. She should be able to bring back Hamayan.
I mean, Finn,
No, Ravi, don't you
Finn.
fucking dare.
don't you dare.
This is what I was gonna do.
You hear a. Ravi, you feel a pat on your shoulder, and it's just like, find the shadows. You've got this. That's like right in your ear. And the. As you go to like throw the bag, you see it just like hover in the air and then like disappear as someone
Nice.
invisible was right next to you. Has their action
Nice.
after Shiro.
Was it Finn?
Ravi, you have
It
received
was in the voice of Finn, I think.
Ravi, you have received the blessing of the trickster.
Oh.
You have advantage on your self check.
Oh.
Not that you have one at the moment, but
Sorry,
Yeah.
that made
Oh.
me really excited.
now we get to find out how broken familiars are. Let's see. That is a.
Nat
Okay.
20.
No.
I figured not.
No, it's just
That
this
was lava.
this very pretty blue sparkly
Oh.
gold flake die is on its
Has given you
fifth
4
natural
fifth.
one. And with the disadvantage on perception because of the owl, that makes the perception a total of 1.
Couldn't you have rolled that for my slow checks?
Maybe.
Oh well.
Unable to see much of anything, Ravi, you watch as this massive creature that was gaining on you pretty significantly just has this like ball of feathers flapping in one of its main eye stalks, and it's just like
Good boy.
tentacles.
Good boy.
Charlie, where is your dog?
Ah!
Oh, I left it at the house. Sorry, I thought about this earlier. I should have said it. I left the dog at the house because I was not bringing it with this fucking crap.
Fair enough.
If you kill the dog, we're
No, I'm
What
not.
are we gonna
Alright.
do? What are we gonna do, Umbra?
It's a gift from
Continue
Robbie. I'm
this
not
up, and that's
letting
what
my
we're gonna
dog
do.
die.
So,
I'll find you.
the creature is partially distracted. It does go to make a makes a claw attack at the owl. Manages to hit despite the disadvantage, and I'm not gonna roll damage for that. You all
Yeah.
kind of see the of feathers.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Da,
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 da.
It had to stop and attack, so it is now going to move. It's
F's in the chat.
there, yeah, F's in the chat. Ravi, you can hear the of the approaching claws. It's not so fast to overtake you with one move action.
But
So now it is a question of what would you like to do? Everyone else watches as the massive legs just like running past where you all stopped to hide, relieved in the it didn't see us as it runs by.
I am going to
Ah,
Dimension Door
Thanks.
cute.
I had a feeling
Oh
that
my god, thank god.
I was waiting.
in the other direction,
Behind it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
behind it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That will get you way over to the edge of town, essentially.
Yeah.
You,
I want to be close enough. Well, maybe not 500 feet then. I want to be close enough to be able to get its attention
Yeah.
if I start shouting and screaming at it.
Okay, it's probably like 200 feet
Sure.
to like
Why not?
one of the remaining rooftops that's still intact.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to try and get its attention.
Sure, make a performance check.
Cool.
I think that's a correct thing to say.
Sure. Yeah. That's a natural 20
Oh shit!
for
Hey, look
for
at
a
me.
33.
Oh no.
Sonari,
Yeah.
you do you hear the familiar incantations associated with Dimension Door, and hear how does Ravi perform to gain the attention of this massive creature?
I do like a big like 2-finger whistle in my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't really have. I have prestidigitation, which can kind of do something.
You have a
I don't know
wand.
if you'll
You
let
have
me.
a whole wand.
Oh, that's true. That I didn't think about just now. And I draw the wand with my crystal ball in the other hand, and I'm gonna start just swinging it around for a second to like warm it up, and then I'm gonna start conducting.
Shiny.
And it's like hardcore battle music
Right.
time.
Ravi? Jonah,
Yeah.
if my fucking gift gets you killed,
Oh, I would have got myself killed anyways.
I am going to fly to where you live and murder you myself.
We're all making trips to Vancouver, Canada. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't dox. Okay.
Yep.
It's Vancouver.
It's fine. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Vancouver, big place.
So you can all hear this conduction going on in the background, and the creature stop and turning to that direction. All of you have the opportunity, if you'd like to maintain stealth, to scuttle past.
I'm gonna stay where I am personally.
Okay. Charlie?
I'm gonna run after it with my love potion in hand.
Oh, fuck.
It's not supposed to be the suicide session, guys.
Here we go.
I'm not
Go
letting you
ahead,
do this
Finn.
alone! Jeff, I love
I'm
your face.
already
Fuck
in
you.
the opposite direction of it. You have to help Finn get into the secret
I
area.
was gonna let it scuttle farther away
You're
from
gonna
me.
die!
He probably has a plan.
I've got a couple more spell slots.
He's got Dimension Door.
I am sneaking after the crab.
Fair enough. Make a self check.
I'm good at those. Unless I roll a fucking 2 again. Actually, I'm switching dice because I don't want to roll a 2 again. Okay, fuck. 30.
30. With no issue, you could make physical contact with this thing if you wanted.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
You
I'm
could-
going
No.
right behind it.
Right behind
If
it.
I
I was
can.
gonna say, are you going to climb onto it? Is you are so confident. You don't
I'm
think
right. Yes.
You
The
think-
answer is yes, Jeff.
You-
Yes, I'm climbing onto the crab.
you're fairly certain your god is like where'd they go?
Where God is just like,
Thank you, Moonweaver.
Jesus is always watching. However, you seem to have
thank you.
evaded
I'm a
him.
Christian. Thank you, actual God.
Thank you.
Jesus is
Not
always
just the
watching.
Moonweaver. I love
Unless
you
you're
too.
Charlie. Jesus lost track of Charlie.
Oh,
Jesus, find Charlie.
Jesus.
Yes, I'm
Where?
climbing onto the crab with my love potion.
Love
I'm
potion.
also going to drink my potion of fire resistance.
Just in case, sure.
Just in case it turns out it can breathe fire.
Oh no, I have another potion.
Nice.
My
Oh,
God.
yeah.
What
So,
that does. Yeah.
Yep.
I know what it does.
Nice. So you are able
What?
to down a potion. You have the movement to just like latch on to one of these spiky legs and start making your way up. Fairly certain that it cannot sense you. You don't know what could sense you at this point. But like a flea on the like a flea on a terrier. Just not sure if anything could even know you exist right now. Sonari waiting. Shiro, you hear a as a Finn goes like, "I've got the bag. We need to get to a church or something."
I believe so. I don't know what church, though.
Oh God,
There's
who
one.
knows? Sonari, where's this place we're going?
Oh no.
Literally only Charlie and I know. That's why I was I was gonna distract, and I was hoping Charlie would go with Finn.
Is there a
When a
big
plan comes together.
Yeah.
is there a big obvious church-like building?
Not
There's
No,
from
but
what
it's
you're
only
seeing.
over
one
the
church,
river.
and it's the government building as well.
Yeah, the two people that know that are not there.
I know it is over
The-
a river. I'm not sure.
Giant crab turns towards the musical orchestra going on the other side of town, and starts moving in that direction. We're gonna go a little bit out of initiative here. Not that we were ever fully in it in the first place, but the crab is distracted. Sonari, Shiro, and Finn, invisible Finn right there, and Finn's just like, okay, I think it's distracted. What are we doing? They said where are we gonna find this church?
Wait, they pointed it out to us, I think.
They pointed out the general direction at some point.
Can I make a perception check for like a church tower or bell?
You all would have to get out of your hiding position at the moment. It's possible though.
I feel like we can thoroughly go with the giant orchestra playing.
It's technically turned around.
Finn's-
One person.
Well,
You
Finn's
right.
invisible, so Finn will
yeah,
take a look.
Finn can scout ahead of you.
Oh yeah, there's a big building on the other side of town. It's probably it.
Cool, let's go that way.
Let's go west. Let's go. Need stealth checks from both of you. Shiro with disadvantage.
Yep, I know. A 14.
Nice.
24.
Nice. Three.
The other one.
3 successes on the stealth checks. 3 of you slink away through buildings and rubble, making your way across town. Charlie, you are riding a crab Tarask. It is apparently unaware of you. All right, so you have
I'm just gonna get to a spot where I can sit comfortably, and I'm gonna stay there and not move at all.
gotcha. Give me like an acrobatics check. You're both hanging on and finding good purchases to.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
Dude,
Oh yeah! Let's go.
Dope rogue shit. Making your way up the giant crab to its tail-ish area. You find a part of a small apartment that is practically intact, that some tentacles have wrapped and placed into part of its shell. And you literally find a small chair that is like wedged into the corner of the room, and you literally sit down pretty comfortably.
Perfect. Yeah, I will stay there, and hopefully not hear the music end. And
Yeah.
I will ready my action if that's a thing that I can do, since
Sure.
we're not in initiative. If the conducting ends, then I will scramble to get close to the mouth.
Gotcha. All right. You do hear the music. It is getting louder as the thing approaches the music. It gets turned around and is up to full speed, making its way through the city in Ravi's direction. The three stealthy people make their way through the town and the rubble. There, you will eventually make your way over and see a few bridges that you can cross to the spot where you see a large church that has seemingly been packed. You can see that there's definitely people inside. There's quite a commotion. It is not an organized situation over there. People are kind of starting to scramble. The three of you who are over here have no idea what to do with diamonds that you would find and do anything with.
There are people we can
I
see.
know
people
my partner's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the partner's name?
Where? I'm not gonna just go shouting. Is a person nearest to me. Do you know where in Italy? Do you know where she is?
There's
I'm just gonna go look around. I will be doing
there
that
is
to
some.
multiple
You
people.
kind of grab someone who looks like they're kind of in charge, and he's like, yeah, I think most people are making their way into the basement. There's a few people made a run for it. Find somewhere to be.
Sounds great.
Make my way
Ravi.
to-
Yeah.
You see this giant crab approaching you. It's gonna take a couple of rounds of it, running through the city, crashing through buildings.
Yep.
Occasionally stops, looks down, and leans down, and you see someone get pulled out of a house and from one of the tentacles.
Rip that guy.
I'm realizing I have like no damage spells.
No image.
It's all
Ah,
no damage.
Oh, gotcha.
All utility and support, which is
all-
good when you're not
Alone,
soloing
yeah.
into Rask.
Right.
Stealing all the XP for myself, fuckers.
Robbie instantly becomes level 20 and
Yeah.
is now god.
So, any plans? You are conducting. It is getting closer to you.
I mean, like I keep conducting. I'm gonna. Did I see the rest of them run off?
No, they were. You were far enough away. You can't see where they were. You didn't see any of them get grabbed, though.
I'm gonna cast Sending to Charlie.
Mhm.
Because I don't know where any of them are.
Right.
And I'll say to Charlie, lead them to the basement. Lead them to the basement. You're the only one out of them that knows. I'll distract it for as long as I can. Don't worry about me.
Charlie. Can
Ravi?
respond.
I'm on the crab.
The conducting stops for a second. And Robbie's just like,
You're what?
fuck. And I'm gonna keep conducting while I like run away from the crab.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm. Oh no! I'm going. No, fuck. Oh, I don't know what to do. I guess I'm gonna run the fuck away from the crab.
All right. Yeah.
You hear just the final. I'm sorry, I'm going.
One of those
Yeah,
like.
just-
Crab, loot
Robbie,
crab.
I'm on the crab.
Oh
Long
yeah.
pause.
Ravi?
My
I'm
responsibility.
I'm
sorry,
on
I'm
the
going.
crab.
You're what?
I'm sorry, I'm going.
All right. Charlie, first an acrobatics check. Maintain footing as you get down off this thing.
Ooh. Oh, don't crash. Oh, okay, there we go. Acrobatics.
I thought we were gonna
12?
spend this entire session in the ocean.
Me too.
That clever magic missile got you out of there faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Mhm.
12.
Imagine if we were still in the ocean.
The crab.
Partway down, trying to climb down this, 50-foot tall crab that is charging through a city, crashing through buildings. You lose your footing and fall, hitting the ground with a little bit of a tumble. You still take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
And I'm going to ask you to make
Uncanny dodge.
Nice. Uncannily dodge the ground. Sure.
Shows what you know, ground.
Right. Make a stealth check with disadvantage
Ooh, no.
as you go
Even
to try
with-
to make your hidey spot.
Ha,
Or-
I rolled a 6 and a 9. Nice.
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 I have a question. Are they within 60 feet of me?
No.
No. No way they
anymore.
are.
Oh, right. We're at the church now.
Right. Well, yeah. Just any amount of attention to the details that's going on here. There's no way.
Yeah.
No, it just left my mind there for a second. Sorry.
So for a total stealth check,
I said the number, and then I...
Lost it.
well, it
Had
was a
an
6
ADHD
and a 9
moment.
were the
Is it?
rolls.
Yeah.
So whatever 6 plus your bonuses.
Probably a 13. So 19.
They're a
18?
rogue.
I have plus
18?
12.
Okay. So yeah, 18.
18.
It rolls.
Thank you. I never passed high school math.
It rolls a 5. So for a
Good.
total of 5.
Yes.
Good.
No, you hit the ground and then kind of roll off to some rubble, and you don't even see it look back at you. It's just charging forward at the conducting, which, because you are running away, it's only a little faster than you, but it is getting a double move, so it is gaining on you a little bit. Charlie, you scurry off and start heading back towards the church.
Yeah, dash, bonus action, dash. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Once you are far enough away, stealthily just start booking it. Ravi, it starts to close on you at a certain point. What will you be doing?
Once it's like bearing down on me, like a little too close,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dimension door again
Nice.
and continue to get its attention.
Mhm.
Running out of those though.
Yeah.
You feel like if you could probably do the full 500 feet, and if you're doing the conducting, you can still catch his attention.
Yeah, and it's and like a line away from it too,
Right.
so like it doesn't have to change its gaze. It's just all of a sudden that the thing is like over like further now.
Right. Sonari, you watch this scenario from across town and see the giant monster bearing down and then get a little lost and distracted
Yeah.
and then look around.
Yeah.
And when it does so, like, catches a direction and again, like,
Can I hear the conducting continue to happen
with
from where I
your
am?
passive perception, you catch it a little bit before it starts running after it. Then the sound of the crashing through the city masks it. But
Okay.
yeah, you get the sense that Ravi is doing a pretty good job of causing a
Yeah.
distraction and keeping this thing
Yeah.
darting around the city.
Okay.
If I have any sort of control over it as well, I want to try and lead it away from as many people as possible.
Right. You have a balance of, there's not that many people in the city, it seems like, and the city would give you cover if you run out of spell slots to have somewhere to hide. So you can just go down beach and like just keep it chasing you down the beach for a little while. I don't know if that's, do you want to do that? Just run along the shoreline doing a song as it's like chasing you?
Yeah, just frolicking on the beach.
Yeah.
Romantic.
You want to go beach or city?
Let's say like just on the edge of the city.
Gotcha.
So it's not doing too much damage, but like I'm also able to go and hide if it gets to that point.
Right. Sonari, you see a darting halfling is
Nice.
full blast.
Nice.
I don't know if you've watched the live action Kenshin movies on Netflix.
Not yet.
But the like turns the corner and is like practically like on the ground, like sliding
Yeah.
and running, making way around corners. Impossibly
Making my way.
fast rogue. Running
Come
up
with
to
me
you.
if you want to live.
Charlie, you see Sonari leaning out of the doorway to the church.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, I gotta look for my girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll do
Please
that.
find Isily for us.
The person that you found when you got there helped search along with
Okay.
Shiro, and Finn popped out of invisibility to help look around.
Yeah.
And so by the time Charlie shows up, Izzy is there with Finn
Okay,
and
cool.
Shiro. It's like, okay, hey, this is like, this is your like partner or girlfriend or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
I need the diamonds, like, now. I love you. Hi, it's good to see you again. I need those diamonds.
You just get grabbed by the hair at the back of the head and a deep kiss planted into you. And you can feel a sleight of hand pouch of diamonds get slid into your pocket. And
Nice.
and then a slap on the ass, and you go, I think you need to go save the world.
That was hot. Yep. And you guys follow me, and I'm gonna book it, but I'm gonna like look at her as I'm running in the opposite direction.
Where are we
It's
going?
the
What is
slow
happening?
dolly out, you know.
It's a slow dolly.
Yeah. It's a great shot.
After Dutch angles only.
What is
It's
this?
it's slowly turning.
Yeah. It starts upside down and then
Yeah.
turns,
Yeah.
for visual storytelling.
Don't mind
kids.
the two people who like work in film over here.
Yeah. All right, film nerds. Let's go.
Nerds.
Terrible movie. Does not hold up to modern culture. So all of you kind of chasing after Charlie, running down into the depths. You're having to like wedge through people, as probably a good third of the town is in here, trying to have some kind of shelter. Those clerics who have magical ability are preparing themselves to come out of the church and see what they can do, which is probably very little. Making your way into the basement and the basement below, Charlie rushes over to the access point into the lower crypts. And all of you make your way down into a dusty chamber that is currently mostly full of people. The entrance had been found and opened, and it is a sub-chamber of the church that can fit people, so it's getting packed with people.
Oh dear.
People kind of look curiously at the lot of you as you all enter.
I'm gonna grab diamonds and start putting them in the holes in the ceiling.
Yep.
I will help do that.
As will I.
Sonari propping you up.
Hopefully in the right spots.
Yeah.
Finding spots. They all start to glow in the circle as you keep placing them around. Some of them fit into the actual recess points. Finn kind of looks around and is like, I don't think they don't need to specifically be arranged or anything. Like, it's just here. It's like grabs some and just like starts placing them around the body. And looks
Listen,
at all.
Finn, from what I gather,
Yeah.
she's gonna want to talk to you.
Okay.
Just let her know the world is gonna end if she doesn't help us out right now.
Cool. I feel like someone who knows what's happening should do the talking. But I'll see what I can do.
I can.
I don't.
I feel like Ravi should not do the talking for once.
Ravi be a great choice.
Ravi ain't here.
Robbie's not here.
Ravi gone.
Oh right. Fuck. Sorry.
Got back to Ravi, just like.
Just the orchestra's getting more
Yeah.
frantic as he uses it.
I don't know why, but I see just in my head that image of Johnny Depp running like through the desert while we're on the beach.
That's exactly
while
what
the
it
people are
is.
calling.
Yeah.
Arrangements
Except he's also swinging a stick over his head.
Arrangements are made. The scroll is pulled out. Sonari, make an insight check.
Yeah, okay. Terrifying. Okay,
Jeff, while I'm at it,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
2.
determine my last tale.
Gotcha.
Can I help?
Determine a tail. Can you help on an insight check?
Yeah, I guess not. I
What?
think I have advantage on insight checks though.
Okay.
Don't you
No.
need expertise?
I would need this. I would need the stone rune in order to have advantage on insight checks.
Oh, dearie. Okay.
So, Sonari, insight?
It was a 2.
There's a hesitation from Finn standing there.
I don't see.
Everybody's there and would have the insight check as well. Who has the scroll is a good question. Or did you all leave it there? Or did Isley have it?
Isley had it, I
Okay.
think.
So Isley planted it on Charlie. So Charlie has the actual scroll. So Charlie, definitely insight check, and at this point, Shiro might as well get in on it.
Yeah. 12?
15.
30. Charlie, you can sense as you pull out the scroll, you know you're probably not the one who should try, and you look over at Finn.
Oh God, no!
And
I wasn't going to.
you turn to Finn, who's sort of like this healer cleric you all just met, but there's a shakiness on the she sees the scroll and like isn't making eye contact with you, like is not wanting to be the one.
Who can cast this? Who can do this?
Sonari did
Where's
this.
Firehair?
Sonari did the scroll, right? Firehair, what?
Man, if only our only primary spellcaster wasn't off distracting the Tarask.
I grabbed the scroll.
Firehair knows how to do this.
To be fair, I'm kind of the only one who could effectively distract it without being
You know,
crushed.
thankfully I didn't. I was considering staying outside the church. I grabbed the scroll.
Sonari grabs the scroll. Finn is like relieved and like pats Sonari on the back and goes, "Don't worry, the Moonweaver's got your back. So do I." You have guidance, so you have an extra D4 on your check.
Nice.
D4.
And it is an
roll
Arcana
two.
check, I believe.
Yes. So,
Yeah, so I'm
Sonari,
doing-
Arcana check.
Yes.
Plus a D4. Who is anyone else in the room trained with Arcana?
I am.
I think Charlie got that recently.
Charlie can
Oh.
assist.
I'm technically not
I
trained,
only have proficiency, not expertise.
but I
Proficiency is all you need.
have
Okay.
advantage on all Arcana checks because of the Storm Rune.
Cool. Sonari
can't
does
do
not
it.
get triple advantage, but
Yeah.
so Sonari has advantage
In hearts.
plus the
Plus a
guidance
D4.
D4.
Come on, come on.
Mom.
Okay, let's 18 then plus a D4. Plus
I'm gonna
my
mute
Arcana.
myself in case I scream.
26.
26.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
You read these ancient runes off of this scroll. Shiro helping pointing out some of the runes. Charlie re-explaining some basics of how magic works. Everyone working together there. And Finn just sort of like in a silent prayer, helping to guide the scenario. And you feel the light of the moon come through the ambient daylight, the dirt, the layers of rock. Diamonds glow over the area. The light comes down. All the diamonds turn to dust. A few onlooking people of the crowd looking in, wondering what the fuck is going on. And this elven woman blinks her eyes, sits up, takes her first breath in 100 years. Feels the tremor in the ground. So it's here.
Yeah.
Who? What? Is there a council or some?
Unfortunately,
looks
not.
at the wall and is just like, "Where are my things?"
Someone stole them. We were gonna get them back, but it was too late. We need your help. Ravi has the no. He
No,
put it
no,
in the
no,
bag
Finn.
holding. We have a
Finn has
sword.
them.
She does a hand gesture. A ghostly
Wait, this-
hand appears at the ceiling and moves a stone. You all see a like a component pouch like kind of fall out of a little hidden chamber in the ceiling.
Nice.
Put that on.
Useful.
What do
Very-
you mean I have the sword?
You have a sword, like a base.
Oh,
like
a
We got.
sword.
Oh, yeah. We did some shopping. I think last episode.
I thought you meant Himaine's sword, which my uncle has, and I was
No, no, no.
like,
No, we tried to find your
um,
uncle. We couldn't find him.
So, if I can continue narrating,
Sorry.
sorry.
Yes, sorry.
casts another spell. A shimmer goes over her front, and she's like, "I'll do for now." What? Just like reaches out, grabs, and you see a hilt appear, and a blade extend from that, ending in a terrible hook, and you recognize the sword that's been described a few times. She just goes,
My uncle's gonna be pissed.
Your uncle's just like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Small
I hope
elf,
he was in a fight.
do you know who took this? Looks down at Charlie. Small
I was
elf,
gonna
do
say.
you know who took this?
Yeah, it was my friend's uncle. We were gonna go find and kill him and take it back. That's still on the bucket list, actually.
Points
Yeah,
to
he's
Bueno,
a dick.
points
uncle's
to
name.
Sanari and Shiro and goes, and some mercenaries to help you with that. Good call.
I'm not a mercenary.
They're my friends, but they're really skilled.
Some of the good ones. All right. Pulls
Oh.
a glistening chunk out of the belt and goes, "Where is it?"
Like right outside.
Up, outside the church. You are in the
This
basement.
looks at the cacophony of onlookers and goes, "Move, all of you, out of the way. Some of us have work to do." Steps out and starts plowing through people. Knocks a few
Bad
people to
vibes.
the ground as she's just pushing through.
As soon as she leaves, I'm gonna turn around and go, "I'm so fucking sorry" to everyone in the
Sorry,
room
I'm
and
sorry,
then follow.
sorry. Thank you. It's fine.
Very sorry. They are the revived ghost of a Civil War Union soldier.
It's a
Confederate soldier.
We rename this episode
Revived
to
ghosts.
Rise of the South.
We're in the south.
You are in the south of the continent, yeah. The south rises
Hate it, we're
again.
not doing that.
Oh
Kidding.
no.
No.
Bad.
That's
Okay,
gonna get all
let
the
me get
wrong
flagged.
traffic to this page.
No.
Gotta
Oh
get so
my.
flagged.
Let's hope no conservatives are watching.
They can watch. It's fine. They know.
We're gonna dunk on all
If
of
conservatives watch D&D, if that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
you. The ghost of Gary Gygax, if you're watching.
there's a dark side to D&D, I'm sure.
Right. So.
I've seen
Oh,
it.
there's a dark side to D&D. My dad's done exorcisms.
Right. There you go.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Charging upstairs through the crowd, seemingly disregarding most people. She makes her way to the surface, like a spell component pouch and a sword, and that's all she's got.
Is she just
Looks over-
naked?
I mean, she's got clothes, but
Okay.
Yeah, she's got clothes
I had
on.
clothes the whole time. Not that it would have slowed her down, if she didn't. But yeah, she gets to the surface, takes a look around. All right. Looks at all the
Leaves.
clerics and everyone, goes, "I hope some of you can make my job go a little faster. I have some things to do when this is done." And
Oh.
he looks out, snaps her finger. You see a little orange ball fly off into the sky. Ravi, you probably burn one more spell slot in this distraction situation.
That's yeah.
You kind of taken a moment to hide, before let it wander away, and then do more distraction, hide again, and then you see a fireball go off in the sky near the church.
I had to use my 5th level spell slot to do that.
Nice.
Because I was out of 4th, but yeah.
At the explosion, the giant crab stops, turns, and starts charging towards the church. The rest of you are watching this woman standing at the river. The
I
crowd
see
starts
it
to
start
gather.
running off. My hands just on my knees, just. And I start jogging after it.
Right.
Yeah.
Pulls up this hunk of Shiro. You would recognize this. You have chunks of this in your armor. This chunk of adamantine. She speaks a bit of an incantation, and it crumbles to dust in her hands. And she spreads the dust. You see it reinforce that magical armor she had cast on herself. Flicks the sword, getting ready. Charges forward to meet the crab in the middle of the city. You all watch as the crab bears down, multiple claws going in, a cloud of dust, and a bit of a Last Jedi reference. Like the Luke Skywalker with all the AT-ATs firing lasers is just standing there in the dust cloud and starts taking strikes with the sword. You watch her start to carve chunks of the leg out. This creature keeps beating her with claws that do nothing. Then there's a moment where she yells back and just be like, "See the supremacy of the elven people," as like 4 tentacles wrap around her.
Guys, did we just awaken the BBEG?
Well, you watch.
That's what my theory was.
You watch. You watch. As I don't need 5 interruptions at every narration point, guys.
Sorry.
You watch the tentacles go around. She's doing her best to like cut some aside and struggle free, and fails. And you watch as she is put into the mouth of the giant crab.
I was going to suggest we put her back in the ground later, but I don't think that's necessary.
Charlie.
How hurts the crab looking after all of that?
Not super. It took a few hits.
It's a Tarask.
As she goes into the mouth, is she just like gone?
You're watching for a second. You're like, I think she's just gone. She has been swallowed.
Do we help or just watch?
Well, we don't fucking do nothing.
The
I don't
crab-
have any damage spells.
We don't. Huh?
The crab.
How far away is it?
It's probably around 500 feet away from the church as it starts to move forward. The crowd pauses in shock and then screams and scatters.
Yeah.
Shiro's gonna move forward.
Well.
Just hammer at the ready.
Yeah, I run away from the church. And as far as I can, and turn around and use 2 charges of magic missile.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Do I see Himane get eaten?
I would say yes. You're kind of tailing the situation.
So when I see that, I start sprinting again. It's like okay.
Oh, I see. What does this symbol mean? Is that a 1 or a 6? A 6.
Uh-oh.
Whatever that fucking means.
So your magic missiles reflect off of the shell of this crab back at you.
Cute.
That is, you take 7 force damage. as your missiles
Okay.
fly back at you.
Where's my...
Aren't,
There. That
aren't you
one.
wearing the thing that lets you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it just adds 1 to my AC.
You don't have a breach of shielding?
Oh, do I still have that?
Somebody has it.
I think I handed that off to someone else. I think Ravi has that, but I don't know if
You
Ravi
handed
ever
it off
used
to me, and I don't know if I gave it back to you at some point, because I've got 3 things attuned to, but we might have also sold it.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Either way, I have 3 other things attuned anyways.
Right. So, you all see this giant crab approaching. The auto success of your plan has not occurred. There's a giant monster bearing down on a crowd of people that cannot outrun it, and you watch as a few of the clerics try their best at firing off guiding bolts, which all of them, as they hit the shell, redirect and just fire off into random directions. It looks like targeted spells are ineffective.
Am I within 60 feet of it?
You all could be closing on it. I have a question of, like, all of you are staring at this thing, wondering, are you gonna start?
Oh, I was waiting for it to be turned so I could hit it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
We lock eyes across, like, on different sides of it at
Yeah.
this point, just like the
cinematically,
knowing look of like, yeah, it's like I guess this is how it's gonna go.
Shiro tries to take a high ground and snipe it with some spells, seeing that it's not working. Shiro walking slowly towards it with hammer in hand. Charlie getting bow ready. Ravi approaching from the rear. Coming back to Sonari, seeing that, like, well, it's one of those, I guess we're doing... Finn pulling up next to Sonari, being like, Hey.
Hi.
Hey. We got this.
Why are you so confident?
Oh. Just like an inward constant light that is always pushing me towards meeting my goals, and just a general belief in the power of good people fighting against big nasty monsters.
Is this
I'm glad we
just
brought
a
you. I'm
motivational
glad we brought
speaker?
Sonari, what?
I am so glad we brought you.
What's B?
Um,
Well,
I
I don't know. Do you want to, like, kiss before we go or something? You all were trying to get me to kiss, like, the attendant before we all got moving, and like,
I kiss their like forehead and run closer to the ground again, realizing I
Rad!
can't do distance anything.
Right. It was one of those, like, sure, and starts running with you. I think, given that it's probably not enough time for a Trask battle, we'll pick this up next time.
No.
In some amount of costume, probably, for many of us. And
Oh yeah, Halloween!
Halloween's coming!
My costume's not going to be here until November 2nd.
Nice.
Oh fuck!
No. Do what you can. I'm so
Do what you
excited. Costumes.
Keyblade wielder.
I am landing on Wizard Rick. So
Oh.
I got the cloak and I got the Rick
Oh, boy.
costume from last year, so I'm like,
Oh my
it's
god!
Wizard Rick.
Yeah, I've got to get some sort of. I gotta go thrifting or something.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Jeff,
Hermit Crab
will-
Tarask.
Okay.
The group in a I'd call it a pincer maneuver, but it's like it's just the bard coming up from the back, really.
Insert our joke here.
Yep. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I have like no spell slots left.
Yeah. We are gonna.
I swear to God, if this isn't the end of the campaign and we accidentally unleashed this racist old zombie on the world.
What do you mean accidentally?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just watch. It's the BBEG. We thought that this was like
That's
what
been
the campaign was about. No, the campaign's about this racist fucking elf.
Tay,
I mean-
you joke, but that's been my theory since I did any research into them. Like that first time I was like, hey, I should go to the library and look this person
Find
up.
out.
And there was like conflicting ideas about them. I was like,
Plot twist.
this person's the big bad.
We think we're at the end of the campaign. Plot twist. We're like halfway
This is
through.
just the beginning. Fuck.
Oh my.
Man.
I am curious what I would do with Shiro though, because the whole deal was kill the monster, marry the girl, and then die.
Yeah.
It's your unfinished business. All right. We will see
Yeah, I still have to
y'all.
find Grog.
We'll see y'all next time, and we'll see who gets eaten by a crab.
Sentences you can only say while playing D&D.
All right. Bye, y'all.
I